Welcome to another episode of ML Capabilities Podcast. Here, Jeff, your host. Today, I'm going to give you another example of what I would do if I had to start from scratch to be combat and fitness ready, whatever you're woman or man. I will share you basically what I would do, what I would not do, and how I would do it or not. Before we start, thank you again for watching and listening. Leave a review, subscribe. Most people that are listening to me or us are not subscribing to the news. First of all, yes, to the newsletter you can find out on the website, and you can actually save up to 20%. But also to the channels, wherever you are, Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube, or any other platform you're listening to us. Please leave a review and comments and subscribe. Before going through that as well, if you want to join a course, you can visit whatever it's mlcabilities.com or okanaganwars.ca, where you can book an obstacle course session or boot camp or fitness program or CQB course. Anything you need to become better, but also if you have kids, to make sure they are involved in something valuable, strong, and very, very, very necessary. Let's dive into that. So, first of all, whoever you are, when you want to start to be fitness or combat ready, and when I mean by combat ready, it's not in a sport way. It's in the way that whatever you use, your fist, your body, or firearm, or a knife or whatever, you have to be ready to be a protector. So maybe I should just use the word to be protector ready. How to be effectively ready to protect yourself and or your family and community against evil individuals or organization that want to go against you and affect you in a way. And for that, it's automatically linked to be fitness ready. You have to be physically ready, but also mentally ready. Everything is linked anyways. And we're going to go through that because they're going to mention the what not to do and also the what to do. But basically, we're going to cover these aspects starting from scratch, which means, let's say I was not fit right now, I was not ready. What would I do? Where would I go? What would be the clues for me to start somewhere without losing money, time, energy? Because this is what is most valuable right now. Time. Time is valuable. It's going right now. And you're spending time now to listen to me, to get some values and advice and whatsoever, or just being entertained in a healthy way instead of listening crap music. But energy as well, you want to put energy into something valuable, right? You don't want to lose your time wasting energy, right? So I'm going to give you the tools and guidance on how I would do it if it was me, and then you can follow the path. So 2 ways to start it. You can start it by being overweight or being normally fit or even a bit skinnier. That's fine. You don't need to start with the very basic. You have to start somewhere. It takes a small step. That's it. And what I would do first is I would start by eating well, because the food is fuel. So what you're going to put in your body gonna dictate what's going on. If you're overweight, you don't need too much calories because you need to burn these calories after that. So basically, you're fighting against the machine. You're feeding. Let's say you eat 1,000 calories, but you work out and burn 700. You still have 300 deficits, or I would say like too much calories that stays in the body, and you still get fatter. That's not good. We have to at least bring it even, right? So what you gain, you lose it. But your goal here is to lose it. So you have to eat less. And what I mean by eat less it's mostly carbs, sugar, right? Transformed food, we put it on the side. And then you go back with fiber and protein. This is what's gonna actually give you the minerals, the energy, but also what needs to build your muscles. Because yes, you want to lose weight, but you also want to build muscles. And some people think they're not losing weight even though they're doing the job, the work. Remember, muscles weight more than fat. So if you still see that you are not losing or gaining, it's because you're actually losing weight like fat and gaining muscle, which is a good thing. And with time, it's gonna come over. The thing is, when you actually see that you're gaining more muscles in proper weight, is even by being overweight, you're still losing weight. You can see it on the scale, but also physically, right? You start to be more defined, and you're going to start by the face, neck, and shoulders, and then you're going to start to go around like legs and the waist and so on and so on. So you have to learn how to read the body. Now, if you start like normally, like if you're not fat or overweight or not too skinny, you can directly start to see the muscle growing because you're going to be more defined, and the few of the carbs and calories you have stuck in your body are going to be burned really right away, and you're going to see a very quick transformation, at least physically. You're going to see it, right? So food. In terms of training, what I would do? Well, you cannot start training like a pure athlete. And here we talk literally, if I start today, what would I do? I will start with 2 sessions per week for the first 2 weeks maximum, because you got to get used, your body got to get used to the workout, and you're going to be sore, and you're going to use some muscles you never maybe seen or felt before. This is what I would do. Taking the time. You still be careful of your diet for sure, because diet is the most important. You can already lose weight or even gain a bit from what you're doing by eating well. So this is what I would start first. And the few of what you're doing is starting, it's like you don't start a big football game by not or fight by not warming up. You have to warm up the body, and it takes at least 2 weeks to get the body get used to that with 2 proper workouts, very well done, and still high intensity or moderate intensity to start somewhere, to not, first of all, be hit by that, right? Too much, and be unmotivated, basically. So here, you want to do that, and then after you want to increase to 3. And 3 is the sweet spot. It's not too much. It's not enough. 4 is great. But it has to be very specialized. You cannot do the same thing all the time. In terms of workout itself, here's what I would do. I would go 3 times per week to the gym, doing some high intensity circuit trainings, working on upper body, lower body, and full body workouts. Sometimes I would do instead like some sprints, sometimes some swimming pool, sometimes some plyometric or cardio. So this is what I would do. The 4th one can be very, very specific. And here we talk about, it can be hiking somewhere. It can be running maybe, I talk about like as a sport, right? Not as just a fitness workout. Or I would do combat, because remember I say you want to be combat ready. And I think that martial arts are the best way to get fit and ready to fight and to gain in confidence and so on and so on. It's a very overall great sport that you can actually translate in any of the sports, because it builds a very good thing. In terms of martial arts, what I would do? Well, I would start with Muay Thai, because Muay Thai is helping you to strike, right? With all the limbs, right? And the legs and so on. And if I had to merge it with something else, I would go with judo, that is more accessible. And secondly, I would do wrestling. Wrestling is great, judo is great, good basics, grappling, understanding the vectors, the body movement. It uses some torsions and twists and lateral movement. This is great to build all these muscles and using them, because, you still have to build them at the gym. After that, there's jiu-jitsu, but jiu-jitsu, I find it like, again, this is great. It's just, in my opinion, this is what I would do. Jiu-jitsu would be my third choice because it's more technical. It's still demanding physically, don't get me wrong, but it's less focused on the basics of how to move your body in the space. Moving on your hands and like a bit like an animal, and building a core and some very good techniques with takedowns, and being able to build a cardio on the ground and moving your body, but also the body of someone else. This is engaging a lot of things without being too technical in a way. It's technical physically because it asks you to do some movement you're not used to, but combined with what you do at the gym, that works very well. So yeah, I would do Muay Thai first, because the first thing you're going to do if you need to fight is to strike. You won't go to the ground first, and even if you go to the ground, you're still going to strike. That's why I tell the guys that do Jiu-Jitsu only or Muay Thai only or whatever is the discipline only they do, you have to merge both of them. You have to do both of them. Even if you don't do MMA, do some jiu-jitsu if you do some Muay Thai most of the time. You have to merge both of them or mix them. The best is MMA. You want to be tested at some point, you do MMA, which is a mix of striking. But what if I bring you to the ground? Well, once I bring you to the ground, I won't just do some techniques. No, I will hit you in the face and in the body at the same time. And if I see you trying to get me submitted and somehow, I'm going to hit you back. So I'm going to break your patterns and your techniques to get rid of you and maybe stand up back again and so on. So that's the reality. This is what happened. And I don't even mention if a knife is involved in it. Talking about combat with guns, I would actually get my gun license, buy a 22 long rifle, and go to the gym, learn how to do some marksmanship, hit some targets, learn the mechanism, and shoot from different distance and positioning. And then with time, you build your cardio, you build your skills, you go more often to the shooting range, and you can start to do some movements in some ranges. They allow it. It's not everywhere. But or what I would do is I would buy an airsoft if you don't want to have your gun license, and do some movements because you don't need a license and you can shoot anywhere, anytime. I mean, when I say that, it's still on a private property. You don't go in the streets doing that, or even a public park. Don't do that. But go, I don't know, on the crown lands or in the gym that may allow it by the time it's indoor and everybody is aware of it and there is the proper things to do so. Or in your garden, or this is what I would do. But this is what I would do if I have to shoot something or whatsoever. But this is another topic. It's just I wanted to bring something about that as well, because it's being combat ready from distance. Going back to the workout, and what I would do is I would learn how the body works in terms of intakes and outtakes and outcomes from the body in terms of food, but also how to surround yourself with the right people. Because if you don't stay with the right people, they're going to lead you in the wrong direction and maybe bring you to wrong habits or intakes. And it will have an impact on who you are, what you do, and so on. So be careful with who you stay with, what you talk about, what do you speak, how do you present yourself, and so on and so on. You have to be careful. Okay, it has a bigger impact that you think. They say you become the result of the 5 people that are the closest to you. That's actually true, but it's actually more than 5 people. It's about everyone. If you stay in a shitty place, in a shitty neighborhood, you're gonna kind of become this part of the neighborhood, right? It's like when you go in France. Well, if you go in France and you speak English, with time, you will have to speak French. You will become more French and so on. Not because even you decided, but it's because by default, you're going to take some, what would be the word for that? You're going to take some traits or some habits from the people that you live with, and you're going to speak their language, and they're going to talk to you in a different language. So you're going to take their culture and the way they eat, they consume, and so on. This is the same on a bigger scale, but this is the exact same thing on where you live, depending on neighborhood, depending if it's a house, an apartment, if it's tidy, if it's dirty, if it's a mess, whatever it is. You will be the result of where you live and with who you stay with. It is what it is. It may take more time, but it can have a huge impact. So stay with around healthy people, motivating people, accountable people, and people that take care of themselves and and see value in how you treat yourself. And also that will be the first one to tell you, hey man, what's going on? To put you back right on track if you need to, because sometimes, yes, we lose track. We have a job, we have maybe kids, hobbies, responsibilities, whatever it is. We can sometimes lose track. And so you need these people that are so aware that they see you going the wrong way, but grab you right away and say, hey, go back this way on the right track. I got you, buddy. So you feel supported, you feel confident and accountable, because you have to do it for yourself, but remember where you started. You want to be fit, you want to be combat ready, but for who? For what? Just for yourself? Got it, you can be selfish, no problem with that. But the best value is to do it for your community. And I'd like to bring something very important as well. A lot of people are ready to say, I would die for my kids. I would die for that person, for the love of my life. Oh, okay, you would die, but I don't really believe you. Cut the bullshit. You're not even ready to be fit for them, to live longer for them, to invest in yourself so it impacts them for them. You're not ready to do the things for yourself. How dare you to say that you would be ready to die for or even to kill for your kids? I don't believe you. This is bullshit. And I know that because as soon as I put you in a stressful situation, you're going to freeze, you're going to fail, and you're going to prove everything else but what you said. So let's cut the bullshit. You want the shit because you're not able to do it for yourself. So start to do the work for yourself, to be accountable for yourself in your environment, be fit, eat well, surround yourself with the good people, and then maybe I'm going to be able to believe you because I know you're capable, because I know you train, I know you do the work, and I know because I see the result, because I go with you, I saw you, I heard you, because yes, I heard you, but I know when you say, you do. A lot of people today say a lot of bullshit, and when it's time to do the work, there is no one anymore. I hate these people. They're not accountable. You cannot trust them. You cannot believe them. You don't want to stay around people like this. And even though they can be nice and kind, you have to cut the bullshit and exclude them from your close circle. They can be far away around your close circle. You can still see them every so often, but not too much, because it's like fruits, and this is proven. You put a rotten fruit in a healthy bowl of fruits. Yes, their fruit's going to stay healthy for a while, but at some point, the rotten fruit is still rotten. You cannot change them sometimes. You have to get rid of them. Otherwise, they're going to impact you. And this is a matter of fact. You can ignore it and change the reality you want. It is a fact. So we have to cut the bullshit, put these people aside of your circle far enough so they don't pollute you and or your family whatsoever, right? And we teach that to the kids. Be careful with who you stay and with who you stay, because you're going to become the same of them. So select people. And there is nothing shameful. Yeah, you may feel lonely for a moment, but you better to be by yourself and well-rounded than being surrounded by crappy people and shitty people. It is what it is, right? Than bad companies, I would say. So this is what I would do. I would structure and put a minimum standard as well, where I say, okay, let's say I missed something today. I missed a workout or two, minimum 2 workouts per week. This is the minimum standard. I cannot go under that or below that. Otherwise, this is not good, and I have to start from the beginning again. Because anything you're going to gain, you can lose it so quickly. There is a study that says the more you get older, the more older you are, and the quicker you lose your ability or everything you can build. So basically, let's say you work out for a year and you don't work out for 3 weeks, it's going to take you another year to build up everything you lost for the 3 weeks. That's huge. And you don't want to get there. So that's why by building consistency and a proper structure and a minimum standard early and younger is good, because the more you're capable, the more you raise the standard, and the higher the chance the standard stays here, where you're going to get older. Instead of skipping like 3 weeks, you're going to maybe skip one. And then this 1 week you miss going to be, maybe 3 months to rebuild it, which is way better than 12 months. So it builds time. That's why people that say, I'm ready to kill whatsoever, oh, I don't have time, oh, I'm losing time to the gym. Well, the 30 minutes to 1 hour maximum to the gym you spend is so many years you build to actually enjoy valuable moments with your kids, being active and not dependent from them, So you won't be like, not capable to move or do some sports or activities with your younger kids or grandkids because you decided to take care of yourself instead of laying on the couch as soon as you get retired. And it is proven that the younger you start being active, the youngest you're gonna die, or the youngest, it's gonna be tough to still enjoy life. So basically, you're kind of dying as soon as you stop moving. And this is proven, like you can let a car over there outside for years. At some point, it's going to rust. It won't be effective. It needs to be run every so often. That's why they say you need to run your car every so often. Otherwise, it's going to be tough to restart it again. Everything is connected. It's not just applied to mechanics or whatsoever that exists in a third dimension. This is a holistic thing, right? It depends on how you show up, what you say, what you listen. Everything has an impact. Now, to be combative ready, as soon as you build more, you can start to have some tools with some knife defense. You can start it anytime because you don't need to be a professional or even to have the basics. If actually you do a knife defense course, the earliest possible, you're going to understand from a threat perspective how it looks like, and also it's going to open your eyes to see, okay, where am I at? I need to work on strength, cardio, grip, situational awareness, maybe all of them at the same time. So this is what I would do. Situational awareness and critical thinking. I would get all my sources from, all my information from different sources to make sure I have the right one. I won't do any conclusion on any things without having experienced it in the best case scenario, or to have at least waited for the outcome, because sometimes we judge too much before actually taking having an opinion on something and then getting wrong, right? So it's the same for everything. So I would be careful of the type of information I gather, because it can impact me in a positive and or on a negative way. Whatever it's a way to work out, a program, a training provider that is for CQB, for knife defense, for fitness, whatever it is, martial arts, I have to gather the right amount of information from different sources before making an assumption or even a point or a conclusion. Situational awareness, well, I have to go outside, go in the streets, look at people, read people, understand where do I live, where is the best neighborhood, where is the worst one, where to go and not to go at what time, open doors for ladies, reading my environment. Is there security here? Where there is a homeless there? Oh, why that people has his hands hidden in a very like creepy, weird look around him, Reading the room is very important, and because you have to make yourself fit or directly get away from it, right? Not having my phone all the time on me, because it is a constant distraction from me to the environment. So I gotta be careful of all that. Fitness-wise, as I say, structure, proper plan and structure, this is very important. If you don't have any structure, you can have as much time as you want. If it's not organized properly, you're not accountable to yourself. You're going to forget, you won't show up, and then you're going to be, I'm going to do it tomorrow. And then you lose track. You don't know what you're capable of anymore. It's not good. You feel like shit, and you don't want to restart from the beginning. So be structured, have a proper structure, hire a coach if you need. This is okay to have a coach. This is actually more than okay. It doesn't mean you have to have it for life, because at some point you have to take off by yourself, buddy. You have to fly by yourself. You have to be more creative in your workouts. And personally, this is what I do. I don't have a personal trainer because I've been trained for years in different aspects of my life, and now I know I can do it by myself. I decided to do the steps and the work to be able to do it by myself. So this is what I do. And now I use my creativity because I don't have a full gym here. So I know I can work out from home using very few equipments and using my brain to keep it going as well, because it's not just physical, it's also inside. And by the way, the brain is a muscle. You have to keep it going, right? So I use creativity to create my workouts and making sure it's replicating my everyday life basics, depending on what I do as a job, but also to build things outside of my job, like being able to move, to have mobility, flexibility, to jump, to run, and so on. How many adults haven't run or sprinted since they're kids? Too many. Tomorrow, if you need to sprint to save your kids, what's going to happen if you don't train? You're going to torn your muscle, or you're going to fall, or you're going to be too slow, it's going to be too bad, and they're going to disappear. It is what it is. Or, worst case scenario, if you don't have kids or someone to save, someone's going to run faster than you to kill you. It can happen anytime, anywhere, to anyone. It's the truth. It's just we don't see it, but I can tell you can see so many videos that are in the internet to wake you up. Hey, quick break. I hope you enjoyed the show. I just wanted to let you know, guys, we're super grateful for your support and listening to us. If you want to help us to maybe enhance the quality of the podcast, to spread the word to more people so we can have maybe other invitees on the podcast, I invite you right now to subscribe and share the podcast, and also leave a review to help the algorithm to help and push the channel. As well, if you want to support us in a different way, you can also buy our merch. Our merch is available. I just put the link below, and you can just, represent MLK abilities to community and support us at the same time. So I hope you enjoyed the show, and let's get back to it. So in the end of the day, what I would prioritize is food, structure, and physical and mental movement all the time. A minimum of 3 to 4 sessions per week, right? That you can modify at different percentage. I really do advise you to do the Greek methods, where day one is 50%, which is technical, I would say technical workout, or something you want to get better at it. Then the next day, the day two, is 75% of intensity, right? So it's something like where you still give some movement. You can do some circuit trainings, go to the swimming pool, do a rock march. And then day three is 100% intensity. This is something where you give it all, where you have to be exhausted, very cardio oriented as well. Usually a good circuit training with a full body workout. This is great. And day 4 is 25%. That is usually stretching, mobility, flexibility, and rest. Okay, so you have to take care of yourself, do some massages. This is part of the training. Rest is part of the training. This is very important to understand that. Working out 5 to 7 times per week all the time, or going for the gym for 2 hours for every session, is going nowhere. Nowhere. You need to rest. This is important. This is part of the process. You need to build the muscles after breaking it. Okay? So food, movement, structure, and a third, I would say, even if it's very important, but situational awareness and social skills, and finding the right people around you. What I would avoid, though, is to directly go in a gym that doesn't have the good vibe, the good mindset, the wrong coaches. Same for a martial art gym. Go in the most traditional one. This is the whole old school one. They're going to build you right away. You're going to have a tough mindset. It's going to be great, and you're going to build skills really quickly. There is no fluffy, and you need to find a place where they do sparring. This is very important. I see too many gyms where they don't emphasize sparring. This is bullshit. They think they're professionals, but they're not, because it can tell us right away, and I can tell you I've been in so many gyms around the world about martial arts, and the best one where, first of all, they build, yes, a community, that's fine, but a community without sparring is bullshit. You're building some skills, is to test yourself to see if you're able to use them for 3 times 3 minutes in a simulation fight, which is called sparring. Basically, you can have all the gear you need to protect yourself. Don't put yourself in danger. It doesn't have to be 100%, but you have to try and see if you're good at it or not, right? Some martial arts, some shooting as well. What I would avoid as well. So first of all, yes, bad gyms, of course, crappy food and crappy drinks, and everything that is addiction of smoke, alcohol, drugs, all that, put it on the side. Porn, get rid of this. Entertainment, if you can, depending what it is, if it's very healthy or bring you some downtime, sometimes fine, but get rid of it. YouTube, fine. And podcasts are fine if they are valuable, if they bring you something, if you learn something, or if you're entertained but healthy way. No insults, no negativity, no scary, no fears. All this stuff are influencing you and polluting you in a way. Trust me. Selecting you good music, even for workout, a music where there is like a lot of insults and bad words and wrong mindset, or it's very sad or very creepy, don't listen to that. This is not good for you, not good at all. So this is what I would do. What I would not do as well is to believe everything on the internet. Do your own research, as I say. Find some different source for information. Don't listen to all the gurus, whatever they preach or say they are. Ask the right questions if you have access to it. Normally a good teacher, a good professor, a good coach is accessible. If you want some help, I'm here to provide it. But ask the right question and see how they respond, how they react, and what they give you back. Okay, very, very important. There is a lot of bullshit and gurus around it, whatever it's in CQB, in fitness, in mindset, in spirituality, and so on. Get rid of all that crap. All right, and this is what I would avoid as well, and prioritize the good information, comparing them, doing some critical thinking as well regarding this information you collect. And yeah, aside of that, building a community, joining a community is very good to be accountable into showing up. You have to show up. If it's not for yourself, well, do it for your future kids, for your actual kids, for your wife, or for your husband. Doing for your community. Do it for the professional, whatever it is. Be a good citizen. Be an asset for the society, whatever and however creepy or very, like, I would say, bad it is right now. You see, it's easy to become to be over the average. You have no excuses. We have information from the internet, from actual professionals you can meet in person. So there is no excuse. This is what I would do and not do. And I think I'm gonna end it up by that. I think it wrapped up the big points. If you need a training program, there's plenty of trainers out there that are actually very good and valuable. I'm one of them. So if you need a training program, I can prepare you for any type of goals you have. But if you enroll with me, don't fuck around. You come to me, it's to train, to become the best version of yourself. There is no excuses, all right? You do the job, you are accountable, and you don't find excuses. I hate that. Don't make me lose my time, all right? Be accountable for yourself and then for me and anyone else, okay? But let's cut the bullshit. If you're not ready to do the job, well, don't do it. And investing into a coach help you to build structures and to learn about yourself and the structure itself. So it's very valuable. And if you think you don't have the money, well, if you're already doing great on the other aspects, fine. But if you're going too much to the restaurant or buying addiction or buying any entertainment online or whatsoever, well, cut the bullshit, stop paying for that and invest in a proper coach every month, every week, whatever it is. Because in the end, this is about your choice. You choose your heart, right? And you don't have any excuses. You be the change you want to see, and you have to select what you consume and what you pay for. And sometimes there are priorities. So everything is doing great if you invest in someone. Don't feel ashamed or whatsoever. We always need some help to do so. So I hope this podcast helped you. Reach me out if you need a training program. Visit mlkabilities.com or Connecting Warriors Adventure if you want to be involved physically into our activities. Leave a review, comment, a like, share it to someone. Everything that you do is helping the community and the algorithm to grow and grow and grow. Until then, until the next episode, take care of yourself, do the work, and feel free to share to me your journey if you're going through it or if you plan to start it as soon as possible. Take care of yourself. Stay strong.
In the next episode.
And this is great for obstacle course racing. Aside of that, I mean, you don't have to overthink it. Just have a pair of shorts. I would say have a long sleeve shirts, t-shirts, because it's helping to